Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to How My Trucking Life. It's Wednesday the 8th of August and we are just leaving the yard bright and early. Well, not super early, don't get me wrong. It's 5:15 in the morning and there's still a tiny bit of dark out there. We've got a load of steel, cold rolled steel, to go down to Portishead, and the gods have gave us a heads up that we're just going to be coming back with some goods from the site, and that'll be us for today. So, well, there'll be something else to do, but just me in the morning. Gosh, I can't talk, and the reason I can't talk is because my coffee. I left my cup of coffee on the side of the seat, and then got in the cab and shut the door, and it's absolutely everywhere. Yay! So no coffee for me this morning. It's really weighing me up more than you guys think. You know how much I love my coffee in the morning. And see how... Oh, my spoon's gone as well. Spoons on the floor and everything. I don't know where the majority of it's ended up. I'll have to have a look. I didn't realise I'd knocked it over till I came to look where I'd put my coffee, because it wasn't in its usual home. Oh dear. I think I need to get a drip. Fit myself a drip. Mind you, I'd still probably spill the bags or put holes in the bags. But anyway, it's about an hour and a half to 2 hours down. We're booked in for 7:30. So let's get cracking, shall we? I hope you're all well and good, and if you're not well and good, I hope you're getting well soon. I noticed a couple of you have contacted me, definitely have in the past, with some incidences that are going on in your lives. So I appreciate that some of you aren't in the best of health, and trust me when I say I wish you the very best of recovery, and so do all the other viewers, I'm sure, no doubt. We've got our colleague behind us with the beauty. That is our new 13 plate automatic Scania. I didn't think I was ever in the running to have it, to be honest, anyway, so I didn't actually want it as much, but it was nice to be it was nice to just let them know that I would be considered. There's one of Hingley's over there just pulling up to us on the left. A Hingley Transport, one of the biggest steel firms around. Cracking light board in there as well, man. They've been going many years. I don't know how long the firm's been going, but I know the owner, Ray, recently celebrated his 67th birthday, so I want to wish him happy birthday. He put all his classic trucks out the front of his house, and I didn't even realise he lived there. And then a picture of all his lorries outside the house came up on the trucking groups, and someone says, yep, that's Hinglish showing his collection off. Maybe one day we'll get a closer look at them, shall we? I'll bring that to you. Who'd be interested in a look around the classic collection of Ray Hingley's?
Is that you I just saw?
Finally! Finally!
Hello?
Hello? Although you won't be able to see much on the floor, you'll still be able to see a little bit more. Now this is a bit of a tight place to get in, to be honest. Not made easy with the high curbs. that we can't avoid. Well, we can avoid depending on where people park. And then there's a lamppost as well. If I was able to lift my axle up, I wouldn't have had to go on the curb really. There have been times where I haven't gone on at all. It all depends on what line you take. If you take the proper line and you're not wide, you'll get in. But people tend to park their cars there, right on the corner of the thing, so that gives you less space as well. So then we're just going to lock it back in. It's always daunting with all the scaffolding there as well. Today they've got some bricks in, so I'm going to take a shunt just to tidy it up. I could have avoided it and just carried on going, but I just wanted to be sure. Some bricks on the right hand side of us, so I just wanted to make sure I'd got fully straight before I made my way in between them. And there we have it. Thank you, Scott, for watching me and being my third eye. Lovely. It's going to be a bit more awkward for them to unload because of this scaffolding, and I know it's been there, I don't know. For some reason it seems closer than normal, but that is because we've had to avoid these bricks here. So it looks like you're going to get wet now. It is just starting to spit with rain, so I'm going to come and get you as quick as I can. Mother Nature, up to her tricks yet again, eh? Right, I'll show you the load. I'll show you the load quickly. Just some of the hot rolled stuff or cold rolled stuff, and there's a few awkward ones that we've had to pinch from one side, but they haven't moved a millimetre, and neither has this pallet as well, which I was a bit concerned with. Awesome, I'm happy with that. And I'm going to get you in out the rain because it is actually, it's spitting. So let's get all the gear off before we get soaked. I'll see you when we tip, guys. We're going to reload stuff here, so it will just be the bags of timbers and slings. So I'll just get back to you when we're back up at the yard later on or something to keep the video a bit more appealing. See you in a minute. I'll see you in a couple of hours actually.
I just saw.
Finally! Finally! Well, hello! Lights are all working. It is 2:10 now, and we are back at the yard like I promised. I thought we was going to be in for a late day because we'd still got to go over to Kings Winford. We've dropped our trailer off at the factory around the corner with some goodies from the site. Little birdie said that that's the last delivery to the site, so I've had the pleasure of taking that one, unless things change, I don't know. So yeah, that was nice. We was there for about 3 hours, hence why it's 2:10 now and we're still at the yard. We've got to now go over to Kings Winford to load for Wembley and Harlow. I think Harlow was the place we went to before, and we had that lovely run-in with Mr. PC Plod, who decided to side with a moron going round a roundabout at 90 miles an hour over the lorry driver trying to evade him. So well done, London policeman. We have now got to head over and get it loaded. So I thought, goodness me, it's going to be a late one today, because I thought we'd have to go, get it loaded and then bring it back and go tomorrow, because it's only for London. But then the God said, oh, you're going to run with it tonight, so it'll be nice. We're on 2 hours 41 minutes driving now. We can't have a break now because we've got to get over to Kings Winford ASAP. It's Stallings Lane. I know where that is, but I don't know where this trading estate is, so I've got to put it in my sat nav regardless. It's going to be a steel load and some of it needs sheeting, so we've got to get there, sheet it all up and then start running off to London. I'm probably looking at stopping around Luton, but we'll see how the day goes for that. I'll get back to you. Okay, it's 2:45 now and they've just told us we're about an hour early, which is going to come in handy because we need to reset our drive time anyway. So we're going to park up over there, get ourselves a cup of coffee and maybe get our head down because it might be a late finish today. Well guys, if you look at the floor, you wouldn't believe that this time 20 minutes ago Mother Nature was having a right go at me. Liquid incident number 3 for the day is in the bag, and although my vest has dried up a tiny bit, my shoes and legs and shorts are literally still soaked through. We had to wait a little bit for them to get the steel sections put on the front, and all the time I was looking over there and there was some clouds on the horizon and they looked pretty angry. They looked that angry I was actually considering putting a time lapse on as they approached, but there was no time to waste. We had to quickly get this sheet on, and I mean, it was still it was on. I'd rolled it over and got it ready. We hadn't fully roped it all on and tied it on when the heavens opened, and if you look at, it's absolutely wringing wet, but hopefully we've done enough to keep the product underneath from getting soaked. Fortunately it wasn't a long shower, it was just one of those, I mean look at that, it was a short, sharp outburst of rain, even a bit of thunder. But other than that, how's the day going? Well, we need to change our socks and pants, but I'm going to wait till we're fully loaded before we do that. It's almost 5 o'clock, approaching 12 hours into the shift, and I was hoping that we'd have been loaded by now. Turned out that it had to be a load that had to come in first, that we had to wait for the lorry to arrive with the product. Then they've had to transship it and put it onto pallets, and then they're going to load it on me. So yeah, part 2 of the load is still to be put on. I'm a bit concerned about not getting very far tonight. I think we might just park up, have ourselves a 9-hour break and run most of the way tomorrow. Right, sounds like he's about to put some more on now. Here we go. Part 2 of the load is coming on, and I think I'm going to have to sheet it as well. I don't think we're going to get very far tonight, do you? Well, it definitely isn't pretty, and it's a little bit of a mess, but we've done the best we could, and we've had to re-get dressed. It's just gone 6 PM now. They are strapped underneath. I don't know where we're going to get tonight. We've only got 2 hours to wait and see. Wembley calls us in the morning. So, yes. I'll see you next time when another day is dawning. Thank you all for watching, guys. I don't know where we're going to park up tonight, but I am really done in now. It's took way longer than it could have done. Never mind. See how the day goes tomorrow. We've got a first drop in Wembley, second drop in Harlow, then we're going to come back up to the house factory and pick up a load to run off with, apparently. So the more miles we get under our belt now, the further we get down the road tomorrow, guys. Thank you all for watching, and like I said, I'll see you all next time. Sorry about the background noise, it's my fans. I didn't tell you, they are slitted coils loaded vertically, eyes to the sky. Ta-ra. Here's a bit of a bonus clip as we catch up to that rain that drenched us earlier. This is what we were studying, sheeting our load up, getting soaked in. Such a massive, brief shower. Barely a mile across the cloud was, and we got every inch of it.